Ethyn Ewing. Guys, there's not a lot, it's not very often that when a fighter bursts onto the scene, definitely under the radar, or completely opens my eyes. And he is one of those fighters. He is one of those athletes who, the second he burst on the scene, the second I watched his tape, I knew that we had somebody to pay attention to, somebody who was going to be a problem within the UFC. We saw him burst onto the scene on short notice against the phenom, the prospect, super prospect of Malcolm Wellmaker, who was known in his own right for dispatching his first few opponents within the UFC with nasty hooks, nasty left hook, just elimination type power. And Ethyn Ewing went out there and just completely stifled the power of Ethyn Ewing, showing phenomenal takedowns, pressure, feints, giving different looks. His head was never on the center line, formidable boxing, and was just always had Wellmaker on his back foot. He showed up there to fight. And at the time, I think it was about 8-2 going into that fight, but people don't realize his only two losses were his first two fights. So he was at that time riding an 8-fight win streak, and now is riding a 10-fight win streak. It mirrors a lot of Jack Della Maddalena, a guy who lost his first two fights of his career and went on to an insane winning streak to where it went all the way to his last fight against Islam Makhachev, where he lost the title. So with Ethyn Ewing, and I remember even before he fought Wellmaker, watched a couple of his previous fights. I think it was the LFA that he fought in. I'm not sure exactly what promotion, but he passed the eye test. Everything. I was like, this kid's actually pretty good. He's got good footwork, fluidity, keeps his chin tucked. He doesn't do too much with his hands. He mixes up his level changes very well. And you can see he has that hard working mentality as well. Gritty, grindy, grit, heart, will, determination, right? Something I always talk about on this channel. So going into that fight with Malcolm Wellmaker, I knew Ethyn Ewing was going to be a problem. Passed that test with flying colors, right? But it left this narrative of, well, maybe Malcolm Wellmaker's not that good. Maybe fraud check, right? It's a term that we hear all the time now in the MMA community. And maybe Ethyn Ewing, it just isn't that good. And maybe Malcolm Wellmaker really just isn't that good as well. So when they set him up against Rafael Estevam here in this fight, it showed that, it was a step up in competition. And again, passed with flying colors. Using elite feints, fluidity, movement, mixing things up very well, and just not giving Rafael any chances. Phenomenal takedown defense and sprawls, timing. And by the third, well, I mean, what was the end of the second round? I think he hurt Rafael, dropped him, right? It might have even been the end of the first round. But when he was able to finally find that finish in the third, we are now seeing the confidence, the just all of this stuff is coming to fruition for Ethyn Ewing. And I think that he is ready for the next step up, possibly even a ranked opponent. Who do we even have in the bantamweight right now ranked? I know it's just filled with killers right now. But he is a guy where it's not that Malcolm Wellmaker isn't that good. It's just that Ethyn Ewing is that good. And I think Malcolm Wellmaker still is that good. And it's one of those mentalities too where you know, you're ready to fight somebody, someone else steps up on short notice. You still have to have that elite confidence. But the thing is, it's that you can have that elite confidence, but also know that you're still in for a dogfight, right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and beat this guy, but it's not gonna be easy. Like it's especially in MMA, it's really never the case. All right, let's go with the bantamweight rankings. I mean, you have Fareed Basharat, Montel Jackson, Raul Rosas Jr., and Vinicius Oliveira. I mean, honestly, you can give him Basharat and you can give him Montel Jackson. I think those are two really good fighters that you can give Ethyn Ewing as to really see if he really is truly, truly ready for those ranked opponents. And I think he is. I think he can beat a Montel Jackson. I think that he can beat a Fareed Basharat. I think that he could do it. But guys, let me know what you guys think. Is Ethyn Ewing going to be a problem for the bantamweight division? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. That's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.